in terms of accessing basic tools will now work hard to produce more vegetable and other produce, as FAO supports women in promoting poverty reduction and the development of vegetable growers. Also speaking on behalf of the beneficiaries, Sifai Haidara commended FAO for their timely intervention. For GRTS News, I am Fatoumata Simaha.
The popular TV show dubbed Fatou Show last night marked its 4th anniversary. The spectacular event, as Fatou Jase reports, brought together friends, well-wishers and cabinet ministers.
For 4 years, Fatou Camara anchored one of the leading talk shows on primetime TV. The Fatou Show thrilled fans and viewers all these years. For years on, the country celebrities in the showbiz, media, business elites, fans joined in by top government officials converged on Caraba Beach Hotel's post Jama Hall for a night that marked 4 years anniversary of the Fatou Show. The story of the show was told by the show host herself when she took to the floor to address her audience.
4 years ago, I was confronted with the challenge to introduce a distinctive show on GRTS television. With sheer determination, with the support of so many people of goodwill, and with my decade-long experience in the media, I was able to forge a viable partnership with GRTS that ushered in today the Fatou Show.
The show that comes on TV every Thursday deals with all spheres of human activities.
We decided to venture into an untapped genre in local programming.
It was a spectacular night that brought together friends, well-wishers and fans of the show, and also cabinet ministers. Many describes the Thursday evening program on GRTS TV as one of the most watched shows in and outside the country. The deputy director of GRTS describes the lady of the night as a dynamic woman who stood her ground to see that her soul excels.
When you look at that beautiful poster there which says Fatou Show, that is a brand. And that is what has made this lady excel in what she's been doing. Please give a big round of applause. She has a dream, and she's been nurturing that dream for the past 4 years. And today, she decided to move all the way from the screen and come on stage and be so personal and to be so touchy with what she's been doing on television. And we did not rest on our laurels. We said we were going to give her our support because she's one of our kind. She belongs to GRTS.
After thrilling her fans for 4 years on TV, the time came for the prominent TV talk show host to have a moment to relive her work when emerging Senegalese mbalax diva Aida Samba completed proceedings with a superb display on the stage. For GRTS News, I am Fatou Jase.
You can monitor GRTS Radio live on our website at www.grts.gm. We'll be back with more stories after this break.
Why yo, buma sona la register. Xana du gaay bi waxon dañuy dog 15 of June. Dog nañ ken. Gis nga nak sa mass ye tax ñu yokkon ko. Waaye on the 15th of September moy last. Register mo way bala on the 15th.
Man de register na.
Man tam register na.
Mbokay képp ku register wut sa sim card bi fexel dem register di légui bala on the 15th of September. Moy deadline bi amatu di yok. Ku register wut sa sim card bi on the 15th of September dinañ dog sa line bi.
Ah, su dee loolu la kon xaaral ma daw dem register.
Welcome back. 2 years after they were kidnapped by Al-Qaeda in the Islamic Maghreb, Akim, the 4 French hostages have made a passionate plea to their government to help secure their release. And in Somalia, incumbent President Sheikh Sharif Sheikh Ahmed is among 25 candidates vying for the presidency. We have more on those and other stories in this roundup of news.
Next week it'll be 2 years since hostages were taken by Al-Qaeda in Islamic Maghreb. A video reportedly filmed on the 29th of August was shown Saturday on an online information website where Pierre Legrand, Daniel Laribe, Thierry Dole and Marc Ferret appeared to be in good health although weak. They ask for their release to be negotiated.
It's been 2 years, more than 700 days. Have you forgotten me?
The 4 men were taken hostage on the 16th of September 2010 in Arlit, Niger. 9 Europeans, 6 of them French, are being held hostage by Akim in the Sahel. 25 candidates for one post, that of the President of Somalia. On Monday, the Parliament will elect a new head of state for a country ravaged by 20 years of civil war. The 250 Somali deputies have now heard the proposals of each candidate. Amongst the candidates is the outgoing President Sharif Sheikh Ahmed, a controversial figure accused of corruption within his administration. Hundreds of people attended the funeral of Mambush yesterday in Lusikisiki, South Africa. This 30-year-old father is one of 34 victims of the police shootout in Marikana on the 16th of August. Having become one of the leaders of the social unrest, he tried in vain to calm the angry miners. A new witness has challenged the police, who insist they only opened fire in legitimate defense. One of the survivors assures that at least 3 strikers were killed while attempting to escape or while trying to give themselves up to the police. At least 6 people dead and 30 missing after a canoe carrying illegal immigrants capsized Saturday just 200 meters off the coast of the new French department of Mayotte. 28 adults and 8 children had climbed on board the motorized canoe, called a kwasa kwasa, Friday evening from Anjouan in the Comoros, bound for Petite Terre in the Mayotte archipelago.
Government forces in Syria are patrolling the streets of Damascus after flushing out what they call terrorist elements who infiltrated the capital and its suburbs. Meanwhile, the army has been pounding rebels-held areas in the cities of Aleppo and al-Bazrar, killing dozens of people and destroying buildings. The fighting comes as Russia moots the idea of transitional government that would include President Assad, a proposal Washington is not keen to support. We have more in this report.
Channel allowed to film such scenes, Chinese television aired pictures of Assad's army making sure Damascus is safe and secure against terrorists, to use the official terminology. Patrolling the streets, taking care of the population, the soldiers, whom we rarely see so close up, will even build ties with the journalist, who in return will report about an army serving the people. The same army is of course relentlessly pounding rebel towns across Syria, like here in Zabadani or Rastan, where since dawn mortar fire has not stopped and unarmed civilians are being hit inside their homes. Same scenario in Aleppo, where every day the residents pull out bodies from under the debris. On Saturday, the main pipes carrying water to the city were targeted by air raids. Faced with this constant assault, Syrians continue fleeing to refugee camps in neighboring countries. On a tour of Zaatari camp in Jordan, the German Foreign Affairs Minister recognized that the conflict was there to stay.
We think it is necessary that we continue the work for water and wastewater infrastructure, and we have to be prepared for the cold time, which is coming very soon in this region.
Powerless in the face of this bloodshed, international diplomacy is failing. Washington is making it clear that it's useless to vote on a UN resolution as proposed by Moscow, because such a resolution will not be binding.
We haven't seen eye to eye with Russia on Syria. That may continue, and if it does continue, then we will work with like-minded states to support the Syrian opposition to hasten the day when Assad falls.
A situation that Bashar al-Assad's regime gladly takes advantage of to continue killing.
A wave of coordinated bomb blasts have killed almost 40 people and injured many others in Iraq. And in Japan, protesters have stormed the island of Okinawa, the largest U.S. military base in Japan, demanding the closure of the base. For more on those stories and others, we turn to this roundup of news.
A wave of attacks in Iraq this Sunday has left more than 50 dead and 250 injured. There are reports of several bomb explosions, including one near Kirkuk in the north, in the parking lot of a state-run oil company, where the victims were lining up for jobs in the company. The most deadly attack was on an army base near Baghdad. 60 deaths have been reported since the beginning of September.